Okay, all right, Ronan. We're gonna go through each one.
Ooh, good job.
Yeah, can't believe it.
Oh my gosh, she has teeth or something in there.
All right, I want to welcome you to this episode of BTR Outdoors. And on this episode, we're going to determine which is the best insulator for a clay chiminea, sand or lava rocks. So stay tuned and we'll figure it out together. Okay, on this episode, we're going to determine which is the best insulator for your clay chiminea. Is it going to be sand or lava rocks? I must admit I have mainly used sand in my chiminea, but I have used lava rocks too, especially when I started trying to cook food in them. I used the lava rocks. It seemed to work a little bit better. But we're going to go through each one and do the pros and cons of sand and lava rocks. The first thing is, why do you have to have sand or lava rocks in your clay chiminea? You have to have that layer of protection from the fire to the bottom of your chiminea. If you didn't have it in there, it would crack your chiminea. You know, clay is very fragile, and if it's not sealed properly, it can create cracks. I will leave a link in the description to show you a video on how I sealed my chiminea. But you have to have that layer of protection, that layer of insulation. And you can have 4 to 5 inches of sand or 4 to 5 inches of lava rocks. Depends on the size of your chiminea also. But that's what we're going to determine today. So the first thing we're going to do is show you the sand. Okay, to start it off is, what kind of sand do you use? I have 2 examples right here, just some play sand, and then this is all-purpose sand. It's good for sandboxes, soil amendments, base for patios and pavers, base for above ground pools, concrete and masonry uses. So you want sand that is considered like sharp sand, builder's sand that you could use for masonry or concrete, or for the base for patios and pavers. It's a filtered sand, so any one of these sands would work perfect. I have the all-purpose sand in there right now. So a lot of people ask me, is what sands do you not want to use in the chiminea? And the answer is beach sand. Beach sand has too many impurities in them that it's going to burn different temperatures, and then also it will make your chiminea start with a bad odor, and that's something, you know, no one wants, is that bad smelling chiminea. Okay, this is going to be a little bit tough to do one-handed, but I'm going to kind of give you an example of how easy it is to clean out your chiminea. You're trying to get all the ash, leftover pieces of wood out of your chiminea. Basically, you can take a little shovel or anything like that and just try to scoop it out. And you can use that to, you know, level it out. But it's easy as that. It's very easy to clean the ash from sand. That's another pro. Also, if you remove a little bit too much sand, like I said, just add some more. So I got it all cleaned out, and I did add some more sand to it. Added probably about another couple of inches. And you can tell that the sand does look a little moist. Usually I let the sand dry out before I put it in here, but due to this video, and I'm trying to beat a little storm coming, I just went there, placed it, but I won't start a fire until it all dries out. But that's what it looks like. Okay, so the pros and cons for sand. Sand is cheaper. Using sand in a chiminea, it's a lot easier to clean out the ash. Sand is a lot better insulator than lava rocks. I guess the cons is if it does get wet, you do have to let the sand dry out before you can use your chiminea. But overall, sand is pretty nice. Now let's talk about lava rocks. Each bag was, I think there was $8.88 at Lowe's. I got purchased these at Lowe's also. I did buy 3 bags because I wasn't quite sure. I couldn't remember how many bags I put in last time. Now these are not your decorative lava rocks. I don't like using decorative lava rocks in my chiminea because I really like to cook food in my chiminea. These lava rocks right here are they're made for grills. It helps distribute the heat, and they keep a very even temperature, and they'll hold the heat longer. So these are kind of a special lava rocks. They are built for, like your gas grills and stuff like that, but that's what I use for my chiminea. I don't like the decorative lava rocks. I know some people say you can use them, but all the chemicals and stuff that could come on them, I just don't trust it. That's why I like using these types of lava rocks. And I'll put a description of different types of lava rocks that work with chimeneas and barbecue grills. Alright, let's install these and we see what they look like. Okay, I ended up using 2 bags of the lava rocks, and I think they're 6 pounds each. I did not use the 3rd bag, and I'll tell you why in a second. But overall, it really gives a good appearance to the chiminea. I like the way it looks. Okay, the pros and cons for lava rocks. I guess the best pro is if you're using it for cooking in your chiminea, it evens out the temperature. You're going to have a lot better even temperature, and it's going to stay hotter a lot longer using the lava rocks. Another pro is just how it looks. I really think it really makes the chiminea look a lot better having the lava rocks. The cons is lava rocks make a poor insulator. I know there's a lot of websites that say they are, but as porous as these rocks are and the gaps when you stack them in, it's going to allow more heat to hit the bottom of that clay chiminea than if you're just using sand. So another con would be the price. They are a little bit more expensive than sand, and you're gonna, where you got a 50-pound bag of sand, you're getting a 6-pound bag of rocks, and it's more expensive than the sand. So you're gonna have to use multiple bags of lava rocks. Another con for lava rocks is it's going to be a lot harder to clean up the ash. But that's the pros and cons of sand and lava rocks in your clay chiminea. I guess I'm going to have to say another con is you do have to season these lava rocks, and all you don't have to do is just build a decent fire in there and just heat up all the rocks and just season just like you would your chiminea when you first get it. And if you don't know how to do that, I will leave another link in the description to show you how to season your chiminea. So which one wins? I'm fixing to tell you why I only use 2 bags of lava rocks. Is because I use both. I just threw the lava rocks on top of the sand because, like I said, the sand's a better insulator, and it's going to give me more filler to use the sand. And then I put the lava rocks on top because that's where I like to do the cooking for better temperatures, even temperatures, warmer temperatures. And also, when I go to clean it up, I can just scoot the rocks over, clean up the ash that's on top of the sand, and then move the rocks back over. So cleaning is going to be a little bit easier than just having, solid lava rocks. So the answer is actually, for me, both of them. Sand and lava rocks are awesome in a clay chiminea. Both of them have their pros and cons, and you could use either one of them from the research I did, but I'm going to choose to use both of them. All right, I want to thank you for watching this episode of BTR Outdoors. If you like this episode, please hit that like button, leave a comment, and if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. That really helps us out a lot. I just want to thank everyone for watching all these videos that we put up. And until next time, we'll catch you next episode. Y'all have a good one.